Hi, I'm Elspeth Vino from Custom Strength, and I'm going to show you our first glute bridge progression. So what we're going to do is a 2-leg glute bridge, and we're going to do 10-second holds. So first of all, arms out, palms up, and this is not as much about the glute part, but more just to encourage a good posture while doing it. You can press your arms into the floor, and then feet relatively close to your hips, not as close as you can, but relatively close and hip width apart, and you're going to squeeze your butt and press up with your hips. And what I want you to think about is pushing the feet into the floor and pushing the hips into the air. You're going to hold this for 10 seconds, and while you're holding it, I want you to really think about your butt, really think about getting those muscles engaged. Once you're at the end of 10 seconds, you're going to lower, touch slightly, and then right back up again. And again, I want you to really focus on this. Now, some people are going to find they feel this more in their hamstrings, or they feel it more in their back. So if you're feeling it more in your hamstrings, two things you can do. One is actually, again, really think about the butt. You can take your hands off the floor now and literally poke yourself in the butt as a way to remind your brain, no, these are the muscles that you want to work. If you're working at a commercial gym, this might feel weird, but go for it, or do them at home first to get that feeling, because that extra feedback will help. The other thing, you will feel your hamstrings a bit, that's fine, but if you feel your hamstrings too much, one thing you can do, so think about you're pressing your heels into the floor, but also think about pressing your toes through the front of your shoes. And what that should do, you might get a little bit more quad when you do that, but that should actually reduce the strain on the work from the hamstrings and increase the work from the quads and the glutes. So that's 2 little tricks you can do. And then the third thing you can do, if you find you're feeling it in your back, I'm going to get you to think about 2 things. One is you can actually just don't go quite as high. Often when people feel it in the back, it's because they're really pushing way too high, and what they're actually doing is arching their back, which you don't want to do. So think about, if you're feeling your back, the first thing we usually correct with our clients is drop your hips ever so slightly. Still try and keep the core engagement, but just don't worry about going up through the roof. That usually fixes what's going on in the back. And then the other thing to be mindful of is think about the rib cage and the pelvis as being one, right? So right now, they can move freely relative to each other, but you want to actually have them stick together. So think about moving them together. You can even take your hands, fingers on the pelvic bones, thumbs on the rib cage, and think about moving them together both on the way up and on the way down. So up together, down together. And what that will likely do, because what sometimes can happen is people in the habit of using their back muscles to, they have a lot of mobility, they can actually use their back muscles to do what your hip or glute muscles should be doing. So we want to change that a little bit and get the glutes more involved because they're a bigger, stronger, more powerful muscle. So keep these guys together, think about that, press through the glutes. And again, usually we do 10 reps, 10 second holds.